everyone, it's Amanda here with your 2017 RuneScope. I wanted to take a moment, first of all, to thank all of my subscribers. Those of you who, also those of you who like, share, comment on my videos. Thank you so much for your support. And especially want to give a shout out to anyone who has ever gotten a private session, a private reading from me. Thank you so much for watching and for trusting me to read for you. A special shout out to my regulars. You know who you are. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. This is the yearly overview for all of 2017. I post one for each astrological sign, but I also post monthly videos, monthly RuneScopes for each sign. So if you are new to my channel, definitely click the subscribe button here in the video or below the video, and that will ensure that you get updates whenever I upload the new videos, the monthly videos. Those of you who are already subscribed, you may want to double check and just make sure you are still subscribed. I've heard that Google's going through and unsubscribing accounts that they consider inactive. I don't really know what that means, and I don't really know what it takes to be considered inactive, but definitely make sure that you are still subscribed so that you're getting my updates and not missing any videos. Now, those of you that have been watching my channel for a while, have been following me for a while, you know that this video, the yearly overview, normally replaces the January RuneScope. I don't normally do a January RuneScope. However, this year I have done a January scope. They're available over on my Vimeo On Demand page. You can just click or tap show more beneath the video and follow the link over there, and that's available there. And it's the January RuneScope plus the spiritual guidance card all in one. So you get both. I had a lot of requests for that last year, so I decided to go ahead and do that. Of course, your Career 2017 RuneScope is also over there. If you want to take a look at specifically career, finance, money, all of that good stuff, and what's going to be going on for your particular astrological sign in that area, those are available over there as well. Your love scope for 2017, your love RuneScope, will be coming up in time for Valentine's Day. I should get those posted at the end of January, around the same time I post the February RuneScopes here on YouTube. So those are coming. So I also, those of you that are interested in learning about the runes, I do offer an online rune class a few times a year, kind of just based on demand. If you would like more information about that, just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. You'll find that here in the video and below the video. For your 2017 RuneScope, I will be using, in conjunction with the runes, the Medieval Scapini deck. It's a beautiful deck. A classic deck. It's by Luigi Scapini, and named for him. We're gonna do the first 6 months with one or the other, the runes or the tarot. They're gonna kind of let me know, you know, which order they want to do it for each sign. But so we'll do half the year with the runes, half the year with the tarot, and see what's coming up for you. So let's dive in to 2017. Welcome to 2017, Leos. The runes wanted to go first with you, so I'm going to use those to cover January through June of 2017, and then we'll move on to the tarot for July through December of the year. But let's first of all get these runes cast and see which ones want to grab on. For Leo, January through June 2017. What do they need to know? Now, as always, Leo, do keep in mind that these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply to you. Some will be for the other Leos that are watching. If you would like something that is far more specific, now is a great time to schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line or at the email address here in the video or below the video if you want to set up an appointment, and we can get that set up for you. And see how your personal year is gonna go. Let's see. I feel like this wants to go here. Okay, so first part of the year, your challenge or focus is on, like, you're not only closing the door on something, you're slamming the door on something. So again, let me just reiterate, because these are general readings, this could be anything: a job, a relationship with, you know, either a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family relationship. You are leaving something behind. A way of life, a location. You could be moving into a new home. And as we move into the new year, you are feeling happy about this. Like, I feel like most of you are like, you know, finally that's done. Or this is supposed to happen. This is right. That wasn't right. And it's kind of like when you shut that door or get out of that energy, it's like instantly just this, this is the way it's supposed to be. Yera is here, which is the rune of justice and legality. So for some of you, maybe this is the end to a legal partnership, the end of a marriage, any kind of joint contract. Again, the end of a job. Maybe you're cutting loose an employee, those of you that own your own business, or maybe you are firing a lawyer. Those of you that have had a legal case going on or working on something like that. Yeah, something is ending, and for many of you, it may be a legal situation or a contractual agreement of some sort. You're getting out of it. You're leaving it behind. And so as the new year starts, you are, I think, feeling very hopeful about what it will bring. I think that now that this is behind you, or that energy is dissipating, you are feeling quite optimistic about the year to come, because it just already feels more balanced and less heavy to you. So this rune is about reaping rewards, so getting back. And that's why it's the karma rune, because it's like, yeah, you're gonna get back whatever you put into a situation. So if you put negativity into a situation, some of you may be reaping that, but I feel like for most of you, it's you know, it's a karmic reward for standing up and saying, I'm done with this. I can't deal with this energy anymore, or this situation anymore, so I'm out of here. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, I do feel like for many of you, this involves moving, a big shift or change, or leaving a job, leaving a relationship. There may be property involved. So you may not be totally done with that. Maybe that's why this rune is coming up. It's like this is going to be a battle, or there's going to be like some legalities or issues that have to be worked out legally. But I'm moving out of this situation. But that's a help to you. Again, the removal, like your actual physical leaving a situation behind. Because this is a situation, whatever it is, and for some of you it may have been a family situation. Maybe this was, you know, wills and inheritances always come up with Othila. But someone in this situation, and it could be you, Leo, these energies can always work both ways, but someone in this situation has either done or said something that they can't backtrack on. They can't take it back. And it was unforgivable in your opinion, or if it was you, it's unforgivable in this person's opinion. And so some of you may have had no choice, because maybe this other person was like, I'm leaving, I'm walking away because you did this, maybe, you know, and that wasn't right. But I feel like for many of you, this is you leaving, and it could involve bickering with family, or an issue with family over an inheritance, or just in general, people that don't get along. And it's the same pattern every time. It's like, why do we keep getting together? Nobody gets along. Nobody likes each other. Why do we keep doing this? Or that may be what people are saying to you. It's like, why do you come here? You don't like us. Why do you even bother showing up? You know, you just come here and berate us, or talk, you know, talk negatively, you know. I have to throw it out there, Leo, because it can always work both ways, but that's the energy, that's the exchange. And so I do feel like you are just leaving it behind, many of you. It's like, yeah, this is never going to work itself out. And it's just frustration, delays, and it just makes me angry. So I am out of here. Now, some of you may be moving. I feel like this is a new company for many of you, first part of the year. So those of you that are looking for new work, you may be moving for a job. you may be moving closer to a group of people that you know. And it could be family, but, you know, if this is not like family that you are, you know, not thrilled with right now, you could be moving closer. But whoever this is, you want to be close to them. So if it's not family, maybe friends, or those of you that are changing jobs, you could be going to a smaller firm, but it is, or a smaller company, maybe family owned, but it is going to be kind of like a very comfortable group dynamic. So it could be kind of like a company that feels like a family, or that becomes a family. Any delays around real estate, like if you're trying to buy a home first part of the year, or trying to maybe fix up a home, renovate, something like that. I feel like for many of you though, it's a move. Maybe you're trying to sell your home. Maybe you're trying to sell and buy at the same time. Any delays, you're gonna get help with that. Like you're gonna get, you may have to change the realtor that you're using and go to maybe a smaller, if you've been using one of the big kind of corporate groups to sell your house, or to help you find a house, you may want to go to a smaller group who, just because maybe they're able to give you more attention, or really able to focus their energy more on you, whereas a big corporate giant is going to have a lot more clients and not able to give you that, specific attention. So think about that, Leo. I think any changes you make around who's helping you with real estate, who's helping you relocate, who's helping you, you know, with anything like that, or, you know, a new lawyer, new legal representation, anyone new that you're finding out about in the first part of the year is going to be a great help and support to you. Like they're going to get the job done. Now, what must be accepted about the first part of the year? We do have Bjork. So this is a lot of associations with mother or motherhood. So this could be a significator for your mother, a mother-in-law, or you if you are a mother. And new beginnings with a relationship there. Maybe a troubled relationship. So kind of going back to this. Yeah, it's like somebody won't give up. So in some cases, maybe it's you. It's like, okay, well, I know we don't get along. She's manipulative and kind of horrible, but that's the only mom I've got. So it's like, I feel like if you are sincere about, I want to work on these problems, you know, and if someone is sincere about working on problems, we all have flaws. We all contribute to a relationship. And while your flaws you feel may not be as great as another person's, in order to move a relationship forward, we have to be willing to listen. And you may not agree with everything that they, you know, say, but there has to be an exchange of, you know, okay, this is what bothers me about you. This is, you know, this is what bothers me about you. Okay, well, how can we either learn to deal with those things or try to stop doing them to each other? That sort of energy. And, you know, someone may be saying this to you, like, I would like to improve our relationship. I would like to be closer to you. But I always feel like there's this manipulative undertone, or this competitiveness with you. So yeah, that's either someone saying that to you or you saying that to someone first part of the year. And you may just decide, hey, we're just gonna have to go our separate ways because this is just not gonna work. But yeah, there will be frustrations in the first part of the year with new beginnings, with moving, travel, or relocation. It's coming up again here. And this may be due to, you know, someone not doing their job or not properly, you know, not, they'll present themselves as like, yes, I can absolutely sell your house quickly, or I can, you know, we'll help you find a house really quickly. Or, you know, they present themselves as the best person for the job, but then as maybe this first part of the year goes on, you quickly find out this person is not what they described themselves to be. Now, those of you that do work in realty, if you are a realtor, you could be going to a different company. You could go out on your own with a couple of partners. Maybe you and a couple of your fellow realtors are going to start your own realty company, or maybe you're going to invest in homes. Maybe you're going to buy some of the houses you're showing to people and renovate them and sell them. There could be an investment that way with a small group of people. So that's a pretty interesting, and it's coming up as a help to you. So whether you're moving or buying and selling property for others, or helping them buy and sell property, this shift or change is a good thing. And if you're moving, relocating for a job, or relocating to be close to people that it's going to be an excellent change. It's maybe just what the doctor ordered here after last year. Answers is here, which indicates that some of you may be moving to go to school. You may be, this is talking about academics. Some of you may be going back to school, studying, researching something. This is also the rune of communication. So you may be marketing this new venture. You may be putting a lot of energy into getting the word out, doing a lot of writing, writing online, flyers, that sort of thing. Does anybody still use flyers? I don't know. Using social media to market maybe this new venture, some of you. This can also be going on job interviews and really doing very well. So, and there may be one in particular that pays off in a big way. But I feel like you're going to sail through any tests or exams, or if you're applying to colleges, getting into any colleges, that's going to go very well. Any certification courses are going to go very well. So, yeah, those sorts of things. Tests, quizzes, exams, life tests, and because it's not always, we're in school and taking a written exam. Sometimes life tests are the ones we have to pass. You're going to do well. And don't be nervous about any interviews, which, Leo, you're normally pretty confident. But I mean, if you're going after a gig that you really want, or, it's like, oh, this would be perfect. I could move and be close to my friends that I know from back in the day. Maybe the properties there are fantastic and you're really excited about living in this neighborhood. So it's like, I really got to get this job. Don't be nervous about it, because I feel like you're going to make an excellent impression. You're very good, Leos, normally at communicating and, impressing people. And making a good first impression. So don't get overly nervous about any, job interviews or, exams. Because I feel like if you do have tests or things like that, you're going to put in the necessary time to study and do very well. So those of you graduating or in the first part of 2017, you're going to do excellent on your exams. I feel like somebody's going to be like valedictorian, salutatorian of either college, university, high school. You're scoring very high on your exams, and I feel like there will be recognition for that. Or you're making the dean's list, definitely high praise coming for your smarts. Many of you Leos in the first part of the year. So let's move into July through December with the tarot and see what we are talking about here. Your challenge or focus is coming up as the Knight of Cups. So in these general readings, these court cards can be either male or female, and you got two knights here. So yeah, because these are general, so don't get thrown by the gender. Think about the personality traits or the situations as they're described. But Knight of Cups, normally water sign energy, doesn't have to be. It could be somebody who just, maybe they have a lot of water in their chart, or they just behave like a water sign. But the water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So this could be one of your children. It could be a younger sibling. They're coming up in the upright, so I don't think they are a challenge per se. Maybe you're just focused on what they're up to. Maybe they are the ones that are graduating college or graduating high school, and it's like, now what? So maybe the second part of the year, You're kind of focused on them more, you know, kind of trying to maybe help them figure out what they want to do, where they want to go to university, or where, you know, do they want to stay in the town they're in and get a job, or do they want to look elsewhere? There's that. So yeah, you could be helping a child or, well, one of your children. This nights are normally late teens, early 20s, but yeah, someone that you see as younger than you, kind of helping them, guiding them, kind of waiting to see what they're going to do. Now, this can also just indicate messages of love coming to you. So this could be someone kind of declaring or offering you their heart, offering you their support, offering you their emotional support specifically. But Knight of Cups is normally very romantic. He's very good at expressing himself in writing in particular. So texting, emails, things like that. Not so much maybe in person. They do tend to be a bit on the shy side. The water signs, again, in general, obviously a water sign with a rising or fire sign would be more talkative. But yeah, this can be somebody who maybe clams up in person or is a little less expressive in person, but in writing or in texting or when they're behind a computer, they're very eloquent. They're very, they have a softer energy, water signs usually. They may speak softly and very kind of in soothing tones. Their voice may soothe you, and that's what I'm getting. So you single Leos, you know, or newly single, because some of you may be maybe making yourself single in the first part of the year. Second part of the year, there does seem to be someone around who is, you know, taking, you know, they're your focus. They're your, it could be your new squeeze. Now, as we move into this second part of the year, we have the Three of Coins in reverse. So this may be difficulty collaborating with someone at work, or difficulty getting people motivated, or difficulty just motivating yourself. It could also be some frustration in trying to expand a business, or trying to get maybe you got the word out, you were doing a lot of marketing, maybe you invested a lot of money at the beginning of the year in advertising, or kind of getting the word out about something, and now you're kind of like, oh, as we move into the second part of the year, you're like, oh, we didn't get our payback yet, but it's still early. I feel like this is a temporary energy, so don't, or maybe it's just one project that you have to work with these two kind of difficult people, or you're on a team that, or where you're not really happy, or you're not really thrilled with having to finish this project or deal with this, and you know, it's just kind of for the duration of a project. It seems temporary though, Leo, so don't get too upset about it. Do your best to muddle through, because it's not gonna be a long-term energy. Now, the help that's gonna be available to you, Seven of Cups in reverse. So this means you're going to be very focused. And again, because this guy was coming up as the focus, this Knight of Cups, I think you're going to be very focused maybe on this person, on their goals, helping them with their goals. Your energy will not be scattered in the second part of the year. And fire signs, you can sometimes get scattered because you've usually got so many things going on all at once. You can get a little bit, you know, I don't know what to do. There may be something or a relationship requiring your focus, requiring that you kind of let some balls drop because they're not as important. You know, do you need 3 businesses? Do you need to have your hand in 3 different companies? Do you need to have 3 different jobs, or 3 different responsibilities? Or, you know, do all of your kids need to be in 3 or 4 different activities, you know, when you have to run them back and forth? No. So you may be kind of like, okay, everybody's gonna focus. Last year was way too scattered. We're gonna focus this energy. This is also clarity and no longer being, it's like you're seeing through anything that's not real, seeing through any illusions that maybe you had last year, or about a situation or a person. So you will be seeing things, situations, and people very clearly the second part of the year. Whereas maybe before you were confused or fooled or looking through rose-colored glasses, not seeing the flaws of a situation or a person, that won't be the case. You're gonna get real second part of the year. And Leo, normally you're pretty real, but maybe somebody was trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or I think for many of you, you just had too much going on last year, or maybe even here at the beginning of the year, and now finally you're able to kind of slow down a little bit. Now, what must be accepted? We have Knight of Rods. So this could be you, Leo. This is fire sign energy. Again, does not have to be a male, but this is coming up as a knight. So this is talking about someone who is very proactive about their life. They want, you know, they're like, I'm going to be the leading man, not the bystander, or not the supporting player in my life. So this is kind of, there are elements of taking charge here. This can be a card that indicates travel as well. This could be another fire sign if it's not you, Leo. So it could be another Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius who is, for some of you, maybe this is the same person. Maybe they're a water sign with a fire sign rising, or vice versa. That would make them very creative, very talented, very gifted in some way. For others of you, maybe these are both your kids. They're very different. They're both creative, but they do it in different ways. One is very vocal about it and very kind of look at me, fire sign energy, and the other is more quiet and more kind of like, I don't have to prove my talent to anyone. I know it, and that's more than enough for me. Other people will recognize my gifts when the time is right. That's kind of the water sign approach to it. So yeah, some of you may be some of you may be choosing between two people. You may be dating more than one person. If you are, though, at some point, it's going to help you to narrow this down. It's like, you know, you're going to be less stressed out if you make a decision. And, you know, you already know which one you prefer. So, you know, it's time to make a decision, Leo, second part of the year. If you don't do so here in the first part, it's time to, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So make a decision. If you're just kind of, if they're both casual relationships, you know, that's fine. Just make sure everybody's on the up and up and they know that you're casual about it and they know about each other. Don't be doing that double dealing, lying to people. That never ends well. But I mean, you may be kind of, indecisive for a bit because you've got the Hanged Man. You end with the Hanged Man the end of the year. So something may be on hold at the end of the year, that you may be kind of in a period of taking a time out, which would make sense. I mean, at the end of the year, we normally have some time off where we just kind of take a break or have a time to reassess, review the year. The Hanged Man can also indicate a period of limbo, though, where you're kind of caught between two things or two people, or trying to make a decision. And so yeah, if you don't narrow it down, I think that's why this is coming up as your help. It's kind of like saying the sooner you can narrow this down, the better the end of your year is going to be, because these endings can always be changed depending on how you know, if you take the advice. So you don't have to end the year kind of in limbo or caught between two different energies or two people or you know, not making a decision about something. Now, for some of you, maybe you are one of the people that is one person is seeing, and you know they're seeing someone else, or, you know, if you don't, it looks like you'll find out that they're seeing someone else. And you're like, hey, make a decision or I'm going to make it for you. Well, you need to pick one of us because this is not cool. So for some of you, yeah, this could be you walking away. Again, you start the year walking away and you may do it again the second part of the year. Because yeah, for some of you, maybe it ends up in limbo because you're waiting on someone else to make a choice or make a decision or make up their damn mind, you know? And you don't have to end the year that way in that situation either, because you may be like, okay, well, I've made up my mind that I'm not, you know, I'm going to be the only one, or it's going to be not at all. If that's the way you feel, some of you may be okay with just casual dating, but as long as you are clear and focused, just let that lead you through the second part of the year. And, you know, if it's out of your control, then you may need to take some time and reflect before you make a move. But I feel like many of you can change that ending. Because honestly, this card is not a fun place to be. It can kind of feel like you're stuck, or like you're not in control of the situation. What the card is saying is like, okay, well, you can't change things right now. Take the time to kind of step out of the energy and reflect on it, and just maybe get a new perspective on the situation. So if you do find yourself in that situation and you feel like you can't walk away or make a decision, use the time like the Hangman recommends, and kind of try to see things from a new perspective, or reflect on the situation and ask for some guidance. You know, ask for guidance from your spirit guides, and help making this decision so you can narrow this down. But I think for many of you, you know what you want. This could be somebody else that you're kind of waiting on to get with the program. But that's what I see for 2017, Leo. A lot of development, a lot of movement, shifts and changes, travel. You may be relocating, and a lot of interacting with people and relationship stuff. So if you know what you want, just go for it and act from there. I feel like that's the key. Narrowing it down, making a decision, and sticking with it. So good luck with 2017. I hope you have a wonderful year, Leo, and thanks so much for watching.